Justin Herbert, for the fourth time in the last 5 games, did not play well. This time, the defense was not enough to bail him out. He drops.
Gone through this season, and he's playing through this.
Yeah, like just a broken wrist, not a back bruise.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's playing. Sacks taken his 3rd most. Hits, he's taking the most hits. He's still available. I still want to play, guys. Let me go out there. Fractured hand, it doesn't matter. I still want to play, guys. Finger, it doesn't matter, guys. I still play through it. We're not going to make the playoffs because I don't have my tackles, guys. I didn't believe in him. He still overcomes it. He still plays well.
Yes, sir. Greg, how much of his pressures, maybe not his pressures, well, if he got sacks and hits, are his responsibility? Is it 0? Because the way like Danny talks about it, it's 0.
No,
I don't think it's 100, but where is it?
I'm not saying that it's 0, but it's more. I would give Justin Herbert 20% of that.
Okay, that's a
I would
good
give
amount.
him 20% of it. But if you were playing against an offensive line,
I wouldn't do well. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, a professional.
Okay.
If a professional was playing against the Chargers and they saw backup tackles every single week, and it's Justin Herbert, you know what I'm feeling like I'm going to do? Get after the quarterback.
So, but I agree
And
with that.
yet, despite being hit the most, pressured the most, still being available, he's still putting up numbers good enough to where his team, which we all thought it's over for the Chargers.
So listen, here's where I'll disagree. I agree with you. His toughness has been great. He has been clutch in spots this year, so I give him credit for that. But they are winning the games they have won as of late, save one. It is the defense has been the dominating story.
Defense has been great.
And he is not dealing. It shows a toughness that he's dealing with these types of hits, but it's not like his personal play has thrived in the midst of it, because his numbers over the last third of the season are not great.
Yeah.
It's an 88 rating. It's 8 touchdowns to 6 turnovers. And again,
Nick, would you I tend to agree with Greg. What about comparing him to what Christian McCaffrey's doing? Because I think it's similar. Like, I agree. I think
I would
the eye test for Herbert, I know his numbers aren't great, but neither are McCaffrey's as far as yards.
But I think McCaffrey at least has 3 or 4 major stats that he's top 3 in the NFL.
All right, this is just utterly staggering. The circumstances surrounding Justin Herbert, particularly on offense, are bordering on the absurd. He is operating with a critically depleted unit, anchored by an offensive line so profoundly deficient it verges on comical caricature. If this were a fictional narrative, one would dismiss it as unrealistic hyperbole. No offensive line could possibly be that terrible. What on earth is transpiring here? Before I proceed with my full analysis, consider this. We often discuss quarterback responsibility for pressures. Fortunately, objective data exists via PFF. We can either fabricate figures or utilize actual metrics. Justin Herbert is responsible for 17% of pressures attributed to him. Caleb Williams, 18.5%. Bo Nix, 20.8%. Jalen Hurts, 21.5%. Patrick Mahomes, 25.4%. The narrative insists his protection is catastrophic. Yet the data indicates he bears responsibility for a quarter of the pressures he faces. I'm not certain what clarification is needed. When Patrick Mahomes previously contended with subpar protection, his statistical output was severely compromised. The discourse then highlighted his defense's inability to compensate. Examine the Texans-Chiefs matchup. First, acknowledge Andy Reid's decision-making. Reid essentially donated points to Houston by failing on a 4th down attempt, gifting them favorable field position. Whether it resulted in a touchdown or field goal is secondary. Therefore, from a practical standpoint, the Kansas City defense actually performed better against the Texans than the Chargers unit did. Mahomes' squad managed 16 points, which should have been 23 if not for a Travis Kelce deflection on an errant throw from Mahomes, a pass delivered behind his target. Mahomes' final line: 14 completions on 33 attempts, 160 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a 19.8 passer rating. Contrast this with Justin Herbert's performance: 21 of 32 for 236 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, not his fault, and an 84.9 passer rating. These are not analogous outcomes. They are fundamentally distinct. Furthermore, we encounter fabricated narratives dismissing Herbert's production. He ranks within the top 5 in touchdown passes with 26. He is 9th in passing yards with 3,727. Why are we inventing alternative realities? One could mention other quarterbacks with superior statistics, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, but are they playoff bound? No. Examine the comparative efficiency metrics between Herbert and Mahomes this season. Completion percentage, Mahomes 62.7%, Herbert 66.4%. Yards per attempt, Mahomes 7.1, Herbert 7.3. Touchdown interception ratio, Mahomes 22.11, Herbert 26.13. Passer rating, Mahomes 89.6, Herbert 94.1. Now incorporate Herbert's rushing contribution. 2 rushing touchdowns, nearly 500 rushing yards, second among QBs, and 33 rushing first downs. The relentless, almost pathological compulsion to diminish Justin Herbert's standing requires academic examination. It is a pervasive cognitive distortion. I genuinely struggle to comprehend it. It represents collective irrationality. To the San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers faithful, you must subscribe. You must watch these videos in their entirety. When you do, viewership and subscription metrics experience exponential growth. Concurrent viewing and subscribing is the most impactful method to support this channel's expansion. I must reiterate, this is not a blind pursuit of metrics. The objective is to cultivate content that audiences authentically engage with, enabling substantive, honest, and reality-based dialogue about the Chargers. We seek unbiased conversations firmly rooted in sports analysis, because discussions of this nature are profoundly frustrating. This is madness. I was asked about producing a video comparing Matthew Stafford's and Drake May's MVP cases. I intend to create that. But observing this discourse, I recognize this as the immediate priority. We possess the audacity to marginalize Herbert's achievements. Do you recognize that all the cited statistics surpass Patrick Mahomes' current production? And these figures supposedly represent Herbert's worst 6-game stretch? The same stretch during which he returned from surgical hand repair? What is the rationale here? He has faced elite defensive units like the Eagles and Texans. The context is being utterly disregarded. What Herbert is accomplishing is extraordinary. Patrick Mahomes was presented with a vaguely comparable challenge and could not secure victory. He has the benefit of Andy Reid's guidance. No one is mistaking the Chargers' Greg Roman for Reid. Consider this ironic point regarding team support. The Chargers averaged 20.8 points per game. In 2023, during praise for Mahomes carrying the Chiefs, they averaged 21.8 points per game. Their defense allowed 17.3 points per game. Mahomes' stat line was 27 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, a 92.6 passer rating. Last season, Mahomes was undefeated through the first 7 games. His statistics, 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, an 84.9 passer rating. He was praised for leading those victories while the defense conceded only 17 points per game. During that specific sample, he was pressured 82 times. Justin Herbert, in a similar sample, was pressured 90 times, producing 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and an 88.0 passer rating. And we are discussing defenses bailing out quarterbacks? Is this a serious conversation? This illustrates the formidable power of narrative. If statements are delivered with sufficient conviction and volume, they acquire a veneer of truth. However, if one possesses analytical acuity, understands game film, and can interpret data, the picture clarifies. We conveniently omit that Herbert has played over 3 games with a surgically repaired hand. He faced the Philadelphia Eagles' elite defense mere days after the procedure. He was sacked 7 times. Yet, he still generated over 200 total yards, a touchdown, and rushed 10 times for 66 yards, leading his team in rushing. His stat line, 1226 sub-60 rating, is directly linked to being pressured 26 times in that single game. Conversely, in the same week, Mahomes was pressured 21 times by the Texans and produced 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a 19.8 rating. Which quarterback managed pressure more effectively? Which placed his team in a superior position to win? Which generated more offensive points? The answer is Justin Herbert, the quintessential Justin Herbert. Those are my perspectives. I am exceedingly eager to hear yours. What are your thoughts on Justin Herbert, the Chargers, and the peculiar undercurrent of criticism directed his way? Share your viewpoints in the comments below. I read every single comment. Whether you concur or dissent, let's engage in dialogue. Let's have spirited debates, but ultimately, let's enjoy the discourse. Please consider subscribing. We are cultivating a phenomenal community here, and I would be delighted for you to participate. I aim to construct something we all feel a genuine connection to, something we are authentically excited to be part of. I believe we are making significant progress toward that goal. Please also remember to approve this video. It genuinely enhances visibility and assists the platform's algorithm. Thank you immensely.